Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Don is here, Shaka's here. Now, Frank was supposed to be here, but from the profanities that we heard as he was trying to sort out his technical problems...
Sounded like he had Don's internet connection.
Yes, indeed.
Not just me, then.
Don of... Don, just tell people where you are, because they might be thinking, why have you got a big line in your bedroom?
I'm at the Premier League studios. I'm at PLP in Stockley Park. I've been commentating on the games tonight, so yeah.
Yeah. I was listening to you.
Is that where the VAR is? Is he friends with VAR?
Yeah, that's it. Don's friends with everyone, isn't he? As long as he gets paid. Obligatory percentage question for Don. We talked about this on the show. Spurs to finish above Villa.
60-40, Spurs favour.
60-40, Spurs favourites.
So. Yeah, it was 50-50 last week. Yeah.
Yeah, 60-40. It'll be 70-30 or 80-20 or 90-10. It will definitely... There won't be anything... Yeah.
Keep the noughts in.
Name a five in him, throw a little five in there.
Don't put a 5 in there.
Don't put a 7. Don't put a 7, 8 or a 9. No good.
For the panel, when you were playing, did you guys ever have the media excitement over a player's relationship, like here in the US, over Taylor Swift's relationship with Chiefs Travis Kelce? Was Beckham's relationship with Posh Spice comparable in England?
That's the only one
that
comes
to mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beckham and Posh Spice. No.
Jamie and Louise?
No. Beckham and Victoria were... David and Victoria were bigger. Were as big as it gets.
And Jamie and Louise were Jamie Redknapp, by the way, and Louise, who was in Eternal, I believe.
That's right. Eternal, yeah.
Which was a popular girl band back in the day.
Okay.
You had the poster.
Yeah. I was just about to say, thank goodness we've got Dan. He's the one who'd remember.
Anyway, I can fit together the pop culture.
Yes.
Who else?
Huh?
Who else?
I can't think of anybody.
No, nothing, Win. Dwight York and Jordan was a big story. Your friend.
For different reasons.
That didn't quite the
Who's the golfer with Gretzky's daughter?
Dustin Johnson. Yeah.
Dustin Johnson. And Wayne Gretzky's...
I don't... That's not quite... That's
not...
We're not picking on other ones. We've got the football ones, Don.
I'm just chucking a little bit of knowledge in there, because Shaka's knowledge of Germany was Sao Paulo. It's in Germany.
Thank you very much.
Was I wrong? I wasn't wrong, was I?
I always thought there was going to be pressure on Kun Aguero's children.
Yeah, of course.
That's not easy, because he, of course, had children with Maradona's daughter. So
and Lionel Messi was a godfather. All the best, little man.
Yeah, I don't like football. I want to play Fortnite. No chance on that.
Yeah.
Don, were you ever romantically linked to any celebrities?
No. Call it a day. No. Let's move on.
I was about to say, leave that out. So before the World Cup,
yes,
as Don mentioned, St. Pauli, we played at Trinidad and Tobago, played at St. Pauli. I can't remember who we played.
Oh, fantastic.
So I was there. But that's as good as I got for you.
Well, where is it?
I'm pretty sure it's in Hamburg.
Yeah, that's right.
He has no idea.
God.
Right.
Shaka, rate these managers based on work at their clubs so far from 1 to 4. Okay?
All right.
1 being the best, 4 being the worst. De Zerbi, Arteta, Michel, Alonso, Ange. There's 5.
Well, that's 5. Okay, work at the club so far. I'm going to have to go Alonso 1. And listen, I get it. He's only been there, well...
They were second from bottom when he took over, so that's...
Less than 2, and then, and De Zerbi's been there, so it's difficult because De Zerbi's been there a bit longer, but never mind.
Sorry, Shay, right.
Alonso 1.
Yes.
Michel 2.
Really?
Yeah, they first/second in La Liga, depending on...
Oh, they're first as we record this, Shaq. So.
Yeah, but I say /second because then Real Madrid plays and they go, and then...
Just at the top of La Liga table. Why do you have to complicate it?
I'm just saying. Right. So, Michel 2.
Yes.
3, I'm going to go...
Ange.
Yeah. Ange. I
think we're taking what Arteta's done a little bit for granted.
Yeah, no, but again, Ange has only been there for a far shorter period, so it's unfair. It's an unfair comparison.
Off the top.
Yes.
Top of Christmas.
Yes.
Second last season.
But at the start of this season, nobody expected Spurs to be finished top 4, given everything.
But did anyone expect Arsenal to be title contenders last year? No.
Yeah, but they're not right now, are they?
Yes. They're in the title race still, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, but you're not going to pay a mortgage on it, mate.
Don't think you can put Ange ahead of Arteta. I think that's pushing it. But Don,
It's a tie.
no, stick to your guns.
All right,
Say, look,
it's
Dan,
Ange.
shut up.
Come
Dan,
on,
shut
where's
up.
your backbone?
Yeah.
Where's your backbone,
Yeah,
Shaq?
Exactly.
Make a good argument, that's all.
Have you-
And we got
Have you
to
got
Zerby bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
Has Shaka
Right,
got
what
a
about you?
shiny new contract?
Has Shaka got...
No, Dan just says that. Dan just says that. Yeah.
Don.
I'd have Ange third and Mikel Arteta fourth.
How can you have Ange over Arteta, Don?
Because the body of work that he's done in a short period of time suggests to me that they are not far away from a trophy.
It's a difficult comparison.
I think you're complicating it a little.
No,
I
it's
think
difficult.
You're taking it for granted.
I think you're looking at the league table and just judging it on the league table, Dan.
Oh, yeah, that's
we
exactly
see-
what
well,
I'm
I mean,
not.
we
I'm not
see-
looking at what Arteta's done over recent years. the way
Arteta's what?
he's
But
rebuilt
he's
this
what,
club.
4 years in? He's
Yes,
4 years
yeah,
in, so
completely.
he's you know, it's
One
been
trophy.
It's been steady. But steady progress, right? To your point, it's been steady
Right,
progress.
Yes.
And just come in, and he's just been out of the blocks. And so all we can judge him on is being out of the blocks.
Fifth.
There's a
But
lot
he's
of
been out of the
Liverpool
blocks,
fans,
and all
Dan.
we can judge him on is being out of the blocks.
Yes, Don.
There's a lot of Liverpool fans that would take Postecoglou after Klopp.
Well, I can see that. I can see
Wow.
why. I don't think it'd be a very wise decision.
Well, why? Because he's a good manager and he's doing a good
I'm
job.
not saying he's not a good manager, but addressing the question, the work at their club so far, I think Arteta's done a better job at Arsenal than Postecoglou has done, obviously, at Spurs, given what our expectations now around Arsenal are.
You say Postecoglou funny.
Yeah, I said it weird that time.
Yeah.
Normally I don't. I say it properly. Don't take a one shot now. Outside the traditional top six, which player has impressed you so far? Don.
Oh, outside the top six, I mean,
Who's in the top six?
Spurs.
do you know what, Dan? I'm going to say Joe Linton because he was ridiculed when he
Joe
was playing on the
Ellington.
left-hand side.
Joe
Oh,
Ellington.
yeah. Joe Ellington. Joe Linton, man.
He's got a
Joe Linton.
Brazilian wife. Don.
Eddie Howe has turned
Dan.
him into one of the best number 8s in the country. I think he's been amazing. Newcastle are a different side, and he changes Newcastle. I think he's an amazing player. That's,
What about
you know,
Easy at
from-
Palace? Got a brace today, Don?
Oh, what a couple of goals. I mean, Eza and Elise, two brilliant young players. And if I'm in the minority saying Joe Linton over those two guys, fair enough, because I love them both.
I don't
But I-
think you are.
I'm going to go Joe Linton. I'll do what Shaka hasn't done tonight, and I'll stick by my guns. I'll show some
Okay.
backbone.
All right.
Stuck by my guns. Eventually.
You're buckled.
Sorry?
Shank, is there anyone you want to say? Or
No,
you-
I concur.
Yeah, okay, you go. Don, percentage chance Marcus Rashford leaves United this summer? It's a 0, isn't it?
My days.
Who's gonna have him?
0 that
Exactly.
he leaves.
Who's paying that wages?
Well, the way that he's going, I mean, he's bumping the percentages up, isn't he? I mean, I can't imagine Brailsford and Ineos are going to be happy with his behaviour, going on a bender a couple of days before a game. I mean, I'm a fan. They can't keep pushing the boundaries. It's not the first time he's done this. If they really want to make a statement and move on, they might think for the greater good of the dressing room, they might need to sell or they might want to sell. So percentage-wise, 80 that he stays.
But where's the 20%? PSG?
It can only be PSG.
Well, no. No, I'm not talking about other clubs. I'm talking about how he acts and how he performs. If he does
Well,
what Jadon Sancho...
they're not going to say, right, leave the club, that's it.
Well, they did with Jadon Sancho. They're paying half his wages.
That's a different
to go back.
scenario, isn't it, though?
Well, it's not, because my point is, if Marcus Rashford continues to go down the path that he's going, and he allies himself with the likes of Martial or Jadon Sancho, and he's got a beef with the manager, and he keeps turning up late, or he keeps going on benders in Belfast, and his performances are not good, and his timekeeping's not good, then that's not going to be favourable. Hopefully this is just a one-off, but he can't keep doing it.
If Salah goes in the summer, assuming FSG gives a new coach, sporting director a proper budget, who would you like to see go to Liverpool?
Ask Don. I'm thinking.
God, right. What are you
Easy.
adding today, Shaq?
Huh?
Has he got a new contract? Is he down tools?
He's got old Rashford on us. He was at
Yes,
Belfast
look at
last
Rashford
night.
there.
Ben, I'm out in the bender now.
Don, who should
How
they
much
get?
money we got? How much money we got? Are we fantasy football?
150 million.
Mbappe.
Saudi money's come in, spent a lot.
Mbappe, free transfer, give him the £150 million.
There we
Boom,
go.
that's a statement. Or, if you want to go a cheaper route, Jared Bowen.
Gonna say, wow.
Hey,
That
don't
is
laugh.
just-
He's an amazing forward.
No. He's
Yes,
been.
but he's not Mbappe, is he,
He's been
Don?
outstanding, but that's just, you know.
Well, I've just said,
a
if
name I
you've
wasn't
got if you've got unlimited money, it's Mbappe. If you want to go the cheaper route, Jared Bowen.
I thought he was going to say Osimhen for sure.
I would have
Absolutely,
lost a
100%.
lot of money on that.
Yeah, I thought
So
that was where he was going to go.
I was thinking winger. Oh,
All right, okay. Are you going to...
I concur.
Idiot.
he's down
Question
tools.
for
He's
Don.
absolutely down tools.
Questions for Don. With so many greats of football failing at being managers, what are the factors that decides a great footballer can also turn out to be a great manager? That's a good question.
It's a great question, and I don't know the answer to that. I mean, man management, skills, having the knowledge, working under, I think, amazing managers to try and take all their best bits, and the bad managers that you've worked on, get rid of all their worst bits. But you've got to have the talent, I think. I don't think you just waltz in there if you're a brilliant player and be a good manager.
It has to be man management. And
Keegan was a great player.
Keegan was a
Great
really
manager.
good manager. Good man manager.
Yeah.
I think man management is one of the most important attributes to any good manager. Man management. But you see a lot of really talented players those who struggle to become managers or struggle when they become managers. It's because the game came so naturally to them, so easily to them, that I can't understand how could you not see that? How could you not control that ball, And that is a source of frustration for them. But if you have a manager who is separate from his ego and can, connect with his players on that human level, I think you've got the makings of a really good football manager.
Xavi's a good example, isn't he? Xavi must be thinking behind the scenes. He must be thinking, how can these players not do the things that I could as a player? I know he's a genius, but still you must have that. You must have that thing inside of you where you're trying to train your players and teach your players, and they simply can't do it. That must be so frustrating.
But accepting it. So, I know Avery John played at the Revs.
Yes.
And he used to say all the time that Mariner used to do the demos. And he was the best player on the training ground.
Yeah.
And so now you have these incredible players in Stevie Nicol and Paul Mariner, who are now managers, still technically better than their players, but you know how down to earth they were, and able just to connect and just able to connect with those players, even though, and I think that's where those really ultra talented former players struggle.
Who are you most surprised have failed at management more, Don, Lampard or Gerrard?
I don't know, Dan. I don't know the answer to that, and that's the honest truth, because the job that Frank Lampard done initially at Chelsea was a good one in terms of having a transfer embargo. He could only bring young players in. Then he went to Everton under really difficult circumstances and kept the club up. Then he started the season, and we all know the state of Everton. Everton are not, apart from when Ancelotti was there, Everton are traditionally over the last 15 years not a top 10 club. So they're always going to struggle. So the job that he done, I think, over the piece in his short career at Chelsea and the first ever Everton wasn't too bad. I think Stevie was an invincible, by the way, at Glasgow Rangers. People forget that. And then I think what looks bad on Stevie is the fact that he struggled at Villa. And then Unai Emery's come in, who's a brilliant manager and took Villa from the bottom three all the way up to the Champions League spot. So that shines like a bit of a dim light, I think, on the job that Stevie done. But they've both still got time to come back. And I think good young managers, because I know it's in Frank Lampard's character to come back. I know that he wants another crack at it, and Stevie G's trying to do his thing, and hopefully he gets better with his management and the man management side of things, and he comes back and has another go. But being two young managers, they've still got plenty of time.
What was Don saying to you about sitting on the fence?
Well, Are they failures?
No backbone, he accused me. No.
Do you think rivalry between Figo and Zidane was dampened by Real Madrid buying both players? Would have been compared to the late rivalry between Messi and Ronaldo? I don't think so. I think they're very different players to those two, aren't they?
I'm struggling to understand the question.
So would we have had like a Messi-Ronaldo debate all the time? Who's better? If Figo stayed at Barcelona and Zidane at Real Madrid, would that have fueled that rivalry more than we saw? But because in the end both players ended up at the same side.
I guess I didn't realize there was a rivalry. I thought Zidane was by far the better player, always.
Okay, all right. Final question. Which striker would be the perfect fit for Arsenal in the summer? Don Hutchison.
Let me see.
Let me
place my
have a
bet
little
first.
think.
Osimhen, Tony,
There's a young Nigerian called Osimhen. I think he's quite good.
He'd go to Spurs when he'd prefer to work with a better coach.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a rascal.
Do your thumbs up work today, Don?
I don't know, actually. I don't
Well,
think
we're
I'm
going to
on the
try
map.
it.
It's done it on my iPhone. It's done it on my iPhone. Amazing. What does that do? Nothing.
Balloons! Hey, got balloons!
That is it. We are done.
Yeah, we are grown men.
We are back tomorrow to reflect on Liverpool against Chelsea. Manchester City are playing, Barcelona and Atleti are playing as well. Be sure to join us. It'll be lovely to have you in our company.
What?